Alright, so this video is for someone who wants to start their journey in the fitness arena, fitness and self development at large. Uh, I will first start with a saying. Uh, there is a saying that a man who learns from another man's mistakes is a wise man, and the man who learns from his own mistakes is a good man. But a man who doesn't learn even from his own mistakes is a foolish man. So, that aside, learning is very important in whatever journey uh, one is embarking on. And today, I just want to share a brief history and a brief story of my fitness journey and how I've come from to perhaps inspire, even though it's just one person. I feel and strongly believe it's one way I could perhaps um, add and put a brick onto the future generations to come, and it's my own way of also contributing to Mother Nature and making the world a better place. Without any further ado, I'll just go into the talking points of this video. And my major subtopic is, why would I begin fitness? If someone could ask. Well, I began fitness to as a sort of uh, tool I could use for self-discovery. I think as a young men and women, pass through that situation once in our lifetime where you're not really certain of what's the next step you're going to take, what course you're going to pursue, where you're going to be, how are you going to make money. I think those are very, very serious questions we ask ourselves during our growth and development stages. And oftentimes we really don't have the answers to that question because we ask ourselves, of all those many questions, where can we begin from? And uh, as anybody else, that's one thing I really asked myself. How can I make money? How can I become educated? How can I become stable? How can I be strong? I think those questions run throughout everybody's mind. And from all those, I discovered that the most important and easily attained thing and goal is uh, the physical aspect. The physical aspect, the strength, um, the physique is one thing that you can all start with, that we can all start with, regardless of your financial standing, your genes, regardless of your parents' statuses, regardless of your um, nationality, whatever it could be, the prevailing government situations, and you know, it's one thing you can start on and embark on in general self development. It's the easiest one. So that's why I really began because I wanted to discover more of what my potential is. So I began doing home workouts. The start wasn't easy because almost each and everyone would turn me down. They would secretly be saying like, "What the hell am I doing?" You know, like, they would be wondering why would a skinny guy be doing home workouts. And for someone who really doesn't have a strong reason as to why they wish to start and embark on such a journey, that would really be enough for them to stop. But my message to you is, if you're really serious about self development and becoming the best version of yourself, no man, and I repeat, no man should shut that fire down. Nobody should put it down. Self development is yours and it's all about you. It's all about your efforts, and the fruits that come from it are not just only yours, but for the whole world to share. So you're really serving something more than yourself. You're serving your family, and you're serving the world. So um, that's the spark that I can say that triggered me to start the fitness journey. Then some challenges. Well, some challenges could be at the start. Some people could make fun of my desire to improve physically because they actually thought it's impossible, and that's it. What came in as a challenge to me now has turned into a lesson because fitness has really told me that there is no goal you can't achieve provided you have put in the efforts and you have put in the work day and night, in the late nights, in the morning, when it's raining, when it's shining, regardless of the weather, regardless of the feelings, whether sad, whether happy, whether in love, whether heartbroken, it doesn't matter. All that matters is the efforts you invest into your dreams and the aspirations of the person you want to become. You don't have to have it all in place for you to start. You just have to begin. So initially, what started as a challenge ends up as a lesson. And I think to keep this video as short as possible, uh, my last talking point would be how would I recommend someone to start if I was to tell someone who's just wishing to begin their journey, what do they need to know? One thing I could say, and it's the most important thing, is consistency over intensity. I think I can say that so many times, and I've said it before, and I will just keep saying it again. Is consistency over intensity. You don't have to be the strongest. You just have to be consistent. You know, nobody can break a consistent man. You just have to keep on doing what you have to do, regardless of any feeling or of any circumstance, and you will eventually win. The second thing is that initially the consistency is hard. Yeah, I totally agree. But then once you've done it for quite some time, probably like a month or two, you kind began to get into that mode. If I could term it, it could be like a default mode where it now becomes part of you and you've kind of picked up the momentum. Now, that's the sweet spot. And once you have reached that level, your routine and uh, your activities become almost a default setting. They are part of you. So that's when you've gained the momentum. And that's where you should put in more work and more efforts, such that you imprint it into your mind and your soul that this is who you are and this is the life you've chosen. And after you've done that, there's it's just a smooth sail, I would say. Of course, challenges will come in once in a while, but once you've really impacted and made it known to yourself that this is the person you're meant to be, and you've identified yourself as a person um, who has or who gets things done. Yes, when you identify yourself as a person who gets things done, no matter of the circumstances, that's when you've got it right, and that's when it becomes more uh, of a default setting. You just do it automatically, and the results will become inevitable. So, no matter the size, no matter the genes, no matter whatever is holding you back, you really have a chance to change your life. And one way I could tell you is begin changing your life by changing your physical capabilities, your physique, and the rest of the things will follow. It's all intertwined. They all come up as one thing at large. You begin with one, and end up with a variety of all other things. So my simple message to you is you don't have to wait for so long or for the right and perfect conditions. And just begin right now. And no matter what happens, don't stop. Thank you for listening. If you've really reached this far, of which I would really be happy, please feel free to comment probably on your experiences. Um, any question you'll be having, you can drop it in the comment section. You could also like and perhaps share to a friend who may really need to hear this message, because I'm just speaking to one person out there, one person I want to awaken, one person I want to create a difference. Yeah, so thank you. Till we meet again. Ciao.